Hey everyone! Welcome back! I am back today with more Kamen Rider Zero One. You guys, I'm really excited. If you're joining me early today, you know what it means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I'm sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. So we had quite the episode last time on Zero One. I really liked the competition story, and usually I feel like it gets very easy to fall into like a formula with those, but I think they've done a good job of like not falling into like a really predictable formula. Like in this one, instead of like having someone cheating or having like, you know, typically I feel like the Humagear stories are kind of more or less about, you know, the Humagear is misunderstood, but then the Humagear is sort of right in the end, and they can learn something about it. And there's been a few exceptions to that, but I like how in this one was like, no, the Humagear was straight up wrong. Like there are going to be cases where like the Humagear is clearly not in the right and not maybe like equipped with the right info to do their job or enough info or whatever. In this case, it was really vital that the Humagear firefighter knew to check on people who appear to be dead. And he didn't. And, you know, lesson learned. I mean, I feel like if you were like a newbie firefighter as a human, you may be inclined to make that mistake too if no one had ever told you. Of course, if you're like on an actual squad and everything, I feel like they would probably tell you that right away. I've never been a firefighter, but I don't know. I feel like maybe that would be kind of essential. As opposed to like downloading data, you know. But then again, it makes you wonder, like, if like that should have been in there. But, you know, it's just one of those things. Like Humagears, I think, work best when they're cooperating with humans and when they're working with humans because they can learn from humans. It makes humans' lives easier, and you know, Humagears function and perform better when they're kind of getting this back and forth experience and learning from human experts. So, and then of course we have Guy, who just like smells the camera rolling and decides, of course he was going to do it anyway. He made Yua do it. Yua, my girl Yua, has got to be rethinking things right now. You can really tell it's like it has not been good for her to be like doing everything he says and everything. It's not good for her soul. I'm really done with Guy. And last but not least, Jin is back. Jin said something very interesting last time. It made it sound like he was not going to be liberating Humagears the way that Hirobi had thought he would be. So I'm wondering if maybe he's like, he doesn't want a lot of violence in doing it. I don't know. I'm so rooting for Jin to be not a villain. I just love Jin so much. I love everything about him. He's so funny. And I mean, not like haha funny necessarily, but just kind of like some of his delivery is so, it's just so unabashedly cheerful for what he's saying. So, anywho, we will see what happens. We left off on a cliffhanger because now, thanks to a raider who came from now this is a real fire rescue operation. And the vice president and that whole little squad, that trio, is trapped. So, and that's where they left me last time. So what do you say we get started, find out what's going to happen on the next Zero One. Let's go. All right, you guys. Oh, that was good. Oh, I'm so full of love for Jin right now. Oh my goodness. I think Jin wants to be a good boy. I think he really does. I don't think he wants to be a good boy, but I don't think he wants to be a bad boy. You know what I mean? I think he wants to do things his way, and I really, really want to know what his way is going to be. in that last confrontation he had with Aruto before he was, like, destroyed the first time, I kept thinking, like, I feel like Aruto could get through to him, you know, as, like, a human who genuinely cares about Humagears. And I wonder if there's any small semblance of, like, memory of that, you know, that, like, if he even thought there was one human that had devoted their life to trying to bring humans and Humagears together, then I feel like maybe that would mean something, you know. I don't know. We'll see. I'm really, but I'm like, I want to root for him, guys. I want to root for him so bad. I'm going to be so upset if they just, like, make me hate him. Please don't make me hate him. I just want to love him. All right. So, I'm so done with Guy. I say that every episode, and I'm more done with him now than ever. After destroying all that evidence, we know now that the Raidrisers, the weapons, like, he's planning on, like, it sounds like marketing them to people is like, oh, you got to protect yourself against Humagears, when he was the one who made Humagears go out of control. So he's basically, like, selling fear, you know? Oh, no. No, I'm so not about that. I'm so not about it. I loved seeing Jin kick his butt around a little bit. That was a special feeling. I was so sad when, I can't say his name because it's way too long, but I was so sad when the Humagear firefighter, like, burned. Like, he didn't die, but he was, like, his external, his flesh was, like, all destroyed. But yeah, I mean, he wouldn't have known the value of life without that human firefighter, and the firefighter wouldn't have been able to get in and save those people without his Humagear abilities. If that isn't evidence that humans and Humagears should be working together, I don't know what is. I'm so glad the firefighter said something. Although ultimately it was the fact that the whole thing was rigged that disqualified everything. So now they're putting the competitions aside, I guess, and they're just going to do a debate, and they're going to have people vote. Now, I don't know how that's going to go because Heden's public image has not been great. And I feel like Guy is very, very persuasive, like very charming with the public and everything. And Aruto is best boy, but that's definitely not his strong suit, you know? And I'm just like, baby boy, just put away the jokes. I don't want to hear a joke during this debate, sweetheart. I don't. Please don't come out with jokes. I want to hear your jokes. I just don't want to hear them during the debate because I feel like he's going to come out and do, like, a Fozzie Bear joke and it's going to be over. I don't know, guys. We'll see. We'll see. I'm like, I'm just really sad about what Guy has done. I'm just sad about it. But there's a lot to be happy about because we still have Aruto jokes, and we have Jin now. Oh my god, we have Jin back. So he parted ways with Hirobi. He's like, here you go. See ya. Like, they're not on the same page anymore. Or are they? It kind of looked like they were parting ways, but I could be wrong about that. I so want to know more about what is the Jin way of doing this. I really want to know. So you guys, please join me next time and find out. Actually, you probably already know, but I will be finding out, and I'm probably going to freak out when I find out. So I've had such a great time with this episode today. I'm loving this show so much. I love it more and more each episode. Thank you so much for joining me. Please be sure to join me next time, and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.